Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
Chapter 11, Happy Ayodhya. My most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Lord, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Om Shri Sai Ram, my dearest embodiments of divine love. Just a little bit about the previous chapter first. Rama, Hanuman, Lakshmana, and the Vanara army destroyed Ravana and the Rakshasas. Ravana's brother Vibhishana was placed on the throne of Lanka by Ram. Lord Ram addressed his Vanara army. He told them how much he appreciated them for their valor, courage, and intelligence in the war. He said that they were close to his heart and that he will always be there for them. He lavished them with plenty of gifts and said that he had to leave. They were very sad and heartbroken to be separated from their Lord. They put their palms together and said that Ram was their guardian and protector. Now, this chapter. 14 years of exile was now over. Lord Ram hired an aerial chariot to transport them back home. This was called a pushpaka. Sita, Lakshmana, Hanuman, and a few of the leaders accompanied Ram back to Ayodhya. When the pushpaka took off, the soldiers on the ground shouted, "Victory, victory, victory" to Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana. The pushpaka was beautifully designed with a throne on which Ram and Sita sat. Ram showed Sita all the spots on the ground where the Vanaras were victorious. He also showed her the bridge across the sea, which the Vanaras had built with hard work, faith, and devotion. Soon they reached the Dandaka forest. Ram instructed the pushpaka to land at various hermitages in the forest. They paid homage to many saints and sages who were all eagerly waiting for Lord Ram's return. The sages were very pleased and blessed them. The journey carried on until they reached the Yamuna river, where Gua, the boatman, was also waiting eagerly for Ram's return. Gua fell flat at the feet of Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana. Ram embraced Gua and asked him to get a ferry boat ready to take them across the river to Ayodhya. They all took bath in the sacred river. The pushpaka was then returned to its rightful owner, Kubera, whereas previously it was with Ravana. One more day remained and the exile of Ram will be over. Ram instructed Hanuman to change into a Brahman and go inform Bharata of their approaching the city of Ayodhya. Hanuman was shocked to see the condition of the city of Ayodhya. Sunken, sad, depressed. The residents were lean and famished. Bharata was continuously grieving. He thought how fortunate was Lakshmana to be serving at the feet of the Lord, whereas he was cast into the city. Hanuman noticed how Bharata was worn down by anxiety. His hair matted, tears streaming down his cheeks, chanting Ram, Ram, Ram all the time. Hanuman addressed Bharata and said, "Bharata, the person from whom you have been separated and for whom you have been pining all these years has been victorious in all his endeavors. Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana are now on their way to the city of Ayodhya as we speak." When Hanuman gave this news to Bharata, it was as if he poured water into Bharata's parched mouth, thus quenching his thirst of 14 years if you may say so. Bharata was filled with joy when he heard this news. He was extremely grateful to Hanuman for this wonderful news. He immediately started making preparations. He rushed to inform sage Vaishistha, the three queens, Sumantra, Satruguna. He ordered that this wonderful news be spread throughout the city. Everyone was running helter-skelter, shouting in excitement of Ram's homecoming. Bharata collected the sages, scholars, preceptors, leading citizens, his army, the three queens, the ministers, and his brother Satruguna. Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana and Hanuman were approaching from the opposite side to reach Ayodhya. Let us paint this beautiful picture in our minds. Ramachandra was the full moon and he is approaching. The people of Ayodhya are rising on the opposite hill like the waters of the ocean during the full moon. What a pretty picture. There was so much excitement and shouting. The Vedic scholars shouted, "Victory to Lord Ram and Mother Sita. May they live for 100 years." Everyone was beside themselves. The mothers were ecstatic. Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana fell at the feet of their mothers and their preceptors. There was great pomp and ceremony in the city of Ayodhya. Flowers, colored water, rose essence rained on the chariot. Ram, Sita, and Lakshmana brought immense joy to thousands of people. This definitely reminds us of our very own Deepavali festival, isn't it? And that, my dearest brothers and sisters, brings us to the end of this chapter. Thank you, Swami, for this opportunity. Thank you, dearest brothers and sisters, for listening to me. Om Jai Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. My Koti Koti Pranam at the lotus feet of our Divine Master, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, embodiments of divine love. Ramakatha, Rasavahini, Chapter 12, The Coronation. The date of the coronation of Rama as Emperor of Ayodhya was announced by the royal preceptor, sage Vasishtha. He summoned Sumantra to assemble the cavalry, the horses, and the chariots and decorate them grandly. The mother's joy knew no bounds as they lost all consciousness of their surroundings as they watched Rama and Sita and considered them as the Lord Narayana and his divine consort Lakshmi. "I have achieved today the goal for which I have been waiting," said sage Vasishtha. Rama prostrated before all. The gods celebrated in the skies. They were fascinated by the divine charm of the Lord of the Raghu lineage. How fortunate were those that witnessed the divine scene. The true bhakta of Rama and the value of precious gems. The necklace that dazzled with gems was presented to Sita by sage Vasishtha, who in turn gifted it to Hanuman. Hanuman looked at each gem with curiosity, inspecting it, but was disappointed and threw it away, much to the sadness and humiliation of all. One ruler stood up and took Hanuman to task to explain his behavior. Hanuman replied that he checked each gem and wanted to see and hear if they had Rama's name on it, and none had it. The ruler challenged Hanuman to prove that the name of Rama exists on his body. And yes, it did indeed. He plucked a single hair from his arm and presented it to the ruler, who could hear Rama, Rama, Rama. The ruler fell at Hanuman's feet and begged to be pardoned. Let us be reminded of our beloved Sai, who instilled in us the Namasmarana, keeping the name of the Lord in every thought, word, and action. Let's dedicate it and repeat the name of our Sai Rama. After 4 months, it was time for the companions to return home, and Rama expressed his love and compassion for all, and that he will grant them grace as they serve him and install him in their hearts. They were awarded the Sarupya stage of liberation. That is, they were endowed with powers and attainments almost equal to him. All had left except for Hanuman, because he could not bear the separation from Rama. As the brothers and Hanuman met in the garden, Bharata asked Rama the difference between a good and a bad man. The bad man causes grief to good men and constantly struggles in sorrow and discontent. They appear to be happy in front of others, but they are tortured inside by the hatred they cause. Their actions are false. These type of men can be observed in large numbers in Kali Yuga. The good men always do good to the wicked and wish them well, no matter whatever harm is done to them. They are in constant bliss. They have no concern for fame. The good man is of Rama's own nature. Sri Rama has come as our Sai Rama to lead us onto the path of Sanatan Dharma. Rama called a meeting one day with the citizens, preceptors, and the Brahmins to the Darbar hall to talk about the toil of human birth and death. He said if his words are good, they must follow the path he indicates. Human birth is achieved due to great merits in our past lives. Even the gods yearn for this. It is not proper to seek poison, which is sensual pleasures, but we should seek the nectar. Those who seek poison are like fools who discard the chintamani, the wish-fulfilling gem. Man must seek and stay in satsanga, that is good company, see God in everyone and also not distinguish between the forms of God and always believe that God is one. The divine words brought great contentment to all present, and the result of the dharma that Rama fostered and guarded brought on great prosperity to all citizens alike. Millions of Brahmins were given generous gifts during many Ashwamedha sacrifice celebrations, as Rama was the promoter of Vedic rites and ceremonials and the guardian of the codes of Dharma. One day Vasishtha asked Rama for a boon. He wanted to be devoted to Rama, and he'd want that devotion to be undiminished. He wanted to have compassion towards all and be granted the grace of the Lord. Every day there were new festivals. Everyone had love and respect for each other, and this became a tradition. One day, a Brahmin entered the hall and said, "The fame of the Solar dynasty has ended today." He even spoke about the many glories of the past kings. Rama, being omnipresent, knew exactly what he was talking about. Rama cast aside any concerns for himself because the happiness of the people was most important. Rama, the embodiment of Dharma, was always vigilant in his task and those of Sita and his subjects, ensuring that they are on the path of Dharma to protect Dharma. Now certain decisions have to be made by Rama. As we go into the next part of this divine play, which will unfold, as truth and righteousness are the real guardians of mankind. Jai Sai Ram.